What is up, beautiful people? It is, of course, your girl, Diamond Leveled Up, coming to you with another video on the power of building self-confidence. Okay, let's get into it because we need to talk about this. We need to get straight to the information. Now, I'm not a self-confidence expert per se, guru maybe. Let me tell you this, self-confidence is not about being loud or perfect or being right all the time or having everything together. That's not what self-confidence is about. Self-confidence is something that's real. It's something that's built on trust. It's something that lives within you, and it's something that you can build. And let me tell you, it is not something that you were born with. So no matter whatever people tell you, about, I was born confident, or, I was born ready for this. No, they weren't. Okay, they had to build that trust within themselves. They had to build that confidence, the courage to love themselves and to push forward and to be brave and to be courageous and, to put themselves outside of their comfort zone so that they could grow, or, to speak up when, somebody asked them a question that was tough, or when they didn't feel like speaking. It's something that comes from within, and it's something that you can continuously build every single day. And honestly, that's what my brand is really about. And if you like topics like this, definitely hit that subscribe button. But I just want to let you know that it's something that you will need to work on every day. It's a choice to be confident. It's a choice to show up powerfully. It's a choice to exhibit your power and to show the people the power that you have within you, and you can let that shine through you. And I think a lot of it has to do with the power that God has given us and the bravery and the courage that God puts within us and allows us to have, as He develops our personality and our character. But I also think, it's just something that is a practice. We have to practice it every day. Now, so the way that you can practice your self-confidence and building that self-confidence every single day. I love the word build. Let me just back up and say I love the word build, because I believe myself to be building something every single day. Okay, I have goals. I have long-term goals and short-term. I can't say it. Long-term and short-term goals. Okay, and I'm building and working on those goals every single day. Okay, those little small increments and steps are what's going to allow me to get a big full picture, okay, of what I'm trying to accomplish, and it's going to get me closer to my dreams, my goals, success, all of that. Okay, so my self-confidence is a piece in that. And I will say the first thing that I can suggest is that you talk to yourself like someone that you love. Okay, talking to yourself like someone that you love and that you're proud of and that you want to encourage and motivate and push towards success and the betterment of themselves, is definitely going to continuously build on that self-confidence on a daily basis. Okay, I have not always been confident in life, and we're gonna have days like that. We're gonna have days where we feel more confident than other days, and that's okay as long as you are pouring into yourself and showing yourself love. Okay, you're not ever gonna get confident if you keep downing yourself and being a Debbie Downer and being Eeyore and being sad and feeling sorry for yourself and talking negatively to yourself or telling yourself that you hate yourself. Like, that's never gonna work to build your self-confidence, and that's 100%. It's never gonna work. So you're gonna have to, even if you don't believe it, y'all, I'm just telling you that self-talk and even talking to yourself in the mirror and saying, you know what, you got this. You are confident. Even if you don't feel it, just start saying it. The more you repeat and you practice affirmation and you pour into yourself and you get serious with yourself and you look at yourself like someone that you can trust and who is responsible and someone who can handle situations and someone who can push through and someone who can find a solution and someone who can find a means to an end even when it doesn't look like there's a means to an end, then you'll start to believe it and you'll start to act like it. Your words will turn to actions. So as long as you keep pouring into yourself and taking actions, it's not really just talking to yourself, it is taking actions too, but once you start talking to yourself like you know that you can do something, then you'll start to take action. And I think that also drips into my next point, is to keep the promises that you have made to yourself, okay, is key. It is key. If you tell yourself that you're going to get up in the morning to go to the gym, to run a mile, then guess what? You need to get up in the morning and go to the gym and run a mile. Okay? We're not perfect. I'm not asking you to be perfect. You can make mistakes. Okay? We're humans at the end of the day. Let's be real. But you keeping that promise to yourself is going to show yourself that you can trust yourself, which is also going to build on the trust, which is going to build on, you feeling like you can rely on yourself, which is also going to make you feel good about yourself, especially if you're keeping promises to yourself that's going to better yourself. Okay? Because again, we're building every single day is we're building brick by brick by brick. Okay? Your confidence might be down here. You set the foundation right now, but we were trying to build a house. Okay, and in building that house, you need to add a brick at least every day. You can add a couple bricks a day if you want. If you want to speed up the process, you can practice different things to get closer to that confidence that you're looking for. And, you can give yourself a deadline, but guys, just be patient with yourself, okay? It's a process. We are all learning how to love ourselves properly. And I think not a lot of people actually sit with themselves long enough, or even alone for a long period of time. They always have people around them to validate them, that they never actually get to sit with themselves and get to feel how they feel about themselves and get to address the darkness within us, because there is darkness within us. There is negativity there. There is, that yin and yang, if you will, of our mind. And, there's that dark and there's that light, and we really need to go towards the positive, the light, the things that uplift us, the things that make us feel good about ourselves. Don't you want to feel good about yourself? I'm pretty sure that's probably you clicked on this video to begin with. Okay, so the power is definitely behind building itself. Remember, every single day, I build every single day for my self-confidence. I build every single day in some way in terms of my health. I build every single day in terms of habits that I have as far as on a daily basis. I build every single day towards the goals in my long-term future. I build every single day my relationship with God. Let's continue to build. Continue to. Now, circling back on that action piece, my next point as a way to practice your self-love and your self-confidence is to start even when you don't feel ready. Okay? Take action when you don't feel ready, babe. Like, just do it. Just put your foot in there. Okay? Just put your foot in the water. You know what I'm saying? It might be cold. Sometimes you just gotta jump in. Okay? And it might be painful a little bit because it's outside of your comfort zone. Maybe it's something that you're not used to doing. Like I said, those affirmations, that's a form of action. You looking at yourself in the mirror every single day, you're like, girl, you that girl, right? Like, I'm proud of you, and you're doing your big one, babe, and you're confident, and you're secure, and you feel empowered, and you are powerful. You're a powerful being, and I'm proud of you. And we're gonna do this together, and you have the confidence, and you can, and you will. And that in itself is an action that you can take to build on the self-confidence. Then you, like I said, speaking up in a room full of people that you might feel intimidated by, people that you're not used to talking in front of. You are building, babe. You're building, okay? Things that are gonna make you feel good about yourself, whatever that is for you. Things that you like to do. Let's do things that you like to do, hobbies. Do things that you don't like to do that is actually gonna help you, okay? Because, I could tell you do things you like to do, but you might like to go to KFC and Taco Bell and Old Country Buffet all in one day and pig out at home, and then your self-confidence is at the all-time low, and you're like, Diamond, listen, I took action. I did things that I wanted to do. No, it's actually the key is to do things that are going to better yourself, okay? Do things that are going to add value to your life. Do things that are going to make you feel good about yourself. After you eat all that food, after you, call your ex, after you, sleep all day, are you going to feel good about yourself? I don't know. Ask yourself that question prior to taking that action and continuously build every single day. We're humans. Like I said, no one's perfect. I'm not asking you to show up with perfection every single day, but trust that you have this. You have this. Whatever goal you're trying to accomplish, you got this. Keep pouring into yourself every day. And let me tell you something. Once you start to walk into your confidence, it doesn't just change you, it changes everyone around you. Everyone who interacts with you, everyone who speaks with you, talks to you, they're going to notice a change too. They're going to notice that you're showing up differently because you are pulling that power from within. It's going to allow you space to just be uniquely divine, to be uniquely who God asked you to be, which is your best version of yourself, okay? Continue to strive towards that person. Everyone else is going to notice, I promise you, and you're not going to need their validation because guess what? You already validated yourself. So there's no need for their compliments. Yes, it's great to hear, like, you know, you are on the right path from other people and blah, 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 but you don't need their validation because guess what? You have it already within you. God already validated you. What other validation do you need? I'm gonna be real. What other validation do you need? The best part is that you actually will start to inspire other people to believe in themselves as well. It's not just going to be your own train. People are going to be hopping on your train like, hey, what are you doing? How are you, you know, exuding this love, this self-love, this confidence, and, you know, the self-esteem that I've just never seen you have before. And it's going to allow for you to have new opportunities, meet new people, explore more of yourself and others. Because you have that self-confidence, you're able to hold a conversation. You're able to, you know, be enthusiastic. You're able to feel more happy and more excited about the person that you are. And the one thing that I could tell you too is like, people are going to reject you. People, places, things are going to reject you. It's inevitable. It's a part of the human experience. But the one thing that you never do is you never reject yourself. You should be the one person that you can rely on to always accept who you are. Always love who you are. Always hold yourself and embrace yourself for like who God is giving you to be. Like, he gave you this body, he gave you this mind, he gave you this heart, he gave you this soul. Like, love it, cherish it, embrace it, make it better. Do with it what you can to inspire other people to be their best versions of them. Because like, what are we here for? Like, we're here to do God's work at the end of the day. I mean, I'm not trying to get too like biblical or like religious or anything like that, but he's put a light within us and we need to find that light and we need to make sure it shines brighter than dark, okay? Because it's up to us, okay? I'm trying to put it plain and clear so everybody can understand. It's up to us. So listen, you're not behind, you're not off track, you're on the right path by watching this video. And the one thing is that you are building your confidence every single day. It is a skill that you are learning and that you are maintaining and that you are sharpening. You're sharpening the skill. You're getting better and better at it. You're getting better and better at exuding your confidence. You're getting better at being yourself. You're being better and better at being uniquely divine and one of God's creations, one of God's sons and daughters. So that's important for me to tell you. And this is like a confidence journey, if you will. Like, you know, who I was when I was in my early 20s is not who I am in my early 30s now. And I can tell you, the girl that was in my early 20s, she gone. Okay? Continue to build every single day, and it will create a power and a fire within you that's gonna grow. It's just inevitable. It's gonna grow. So that's all I have for you all today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tapping in. If you love beauty, you know, inspiration, motivation, personal development, self-love, self-confidence, like dream interpretation. I'm gonna do a lot more dream interpretation videos on this channel. I have a few, but I'm gonna do a little bit more. And I like to get a little bit into the psyche. Like, I like beauty, but I like the psyche as well too. You know what I'm saying? So if you like those types of topics, definitely hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and definitely catch you on the next one. Bye.